Have you ever felt like your mind is drowning in noise? Notifications buzzing, emails piling up, endless scrolling. Yet at the end of the day, you wonder, what did I actually accomplish? That's the silent thief of our generation, distraction. And the antidote, the superpower hidden in plain sight, is focus. Your attention is like a beam of light. Scattered, it barely illuminates the room. Concentrated, like a laser, it can cut through steel. That's the difference between shallow work and deep work. Michelangelo didn't carve David between interruptions. He carved it in silence, in solitude, in focus. Science calls this selective attention, the brain's ability to filter noise and lock onto what matters. Every moment you choose focus, you tell yourself, my life is worth more than noise. There are moments when time disappears. Hours melt into minutes, and you're so absorbed in what you're doing that nothing else exists. That's flow. Flow is like stepping into a river. The current carries you forward. Psychologists call it the optimal experience, the sweet spot where challenge meets skill. Too easy, and you drift into boredom. Too hard, and anxiety takes over. But when the challenge is just right, you enter the zone. Deep work is the doorway to this river, where effort becomes art and time becomes timeless. Your mind is a battery. Every distraction drains its charge. Shallow tasks scatter your energy until you feel empty. But when you channel that energy into one meaningful task, your battery transforms, powering creation, learning, progress. Psychologists call this cognitive load. Your brain has limited bandwidth. Deep work protects that bandwidth, ensuring your energy fuels what matters most. Guard your battery. Spend it wisely. Excellence is never an accident. It is carved through deliberate practice. Take Bill Gates. In the 1970s, computers were rare. Gates would sneak into the University of Washington's computer lab at night, coding until dawn. He wasn't born a genius. He made mistakes, crashed programs, faced frustration. But he kept coming back, deliberately practicing, studying every error, pushing himself harder each time. That discipline built his mastery. And that mastery became Microsoft, a company that changed the world. Psychologists call this deliberate practice, focused repetition with purpose. Deep work transforms effort into mastery, and mastery transforms ordinary people into extraordinary innovators. Discipline is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Look at Serena Williams. Growing up in Compton, she trained on cracked courts, surrounded by noise and danger. She faced injuries, criticism, crushing expectations. There were moments when doubt whispered she couldn't rise again. But discipline silenced that doubt. She returned to the court, again and again, with relentless focus. That discipline carried her through surgeries, comebacks, and the grind of professional tennis. The victory? 23 Grand Slam titles. Proof that discipline is freedom. The freedom to rise above circumstances and become extraordinary. Psychologists call this self-regulation. Every time you resist distraction, you grow stronger. Discipline is not a cage. Discipline is the key that unlocks greatness. At the end of every journey comes the question, why? Why do we choose focus, flow, discipline, and deliberate practice? The answer is not just success. It's meaning. Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor and author of Man's Search for Meaning, discovered that purpose allows us to endure and rise. Psychologists call this intrinsic motivation, fueled by autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Deep work gives you all three. When you choose deep work, you're not just choosing productivity. You're choosing dignity. You're choosing to honor your potential. You're choosing to live a life that whispers, this matters. So let this be your reminder, deep work is not just a method. It's a way of life. It's the path from distraction to destiny, from noise to meaning, from shallow living to fulfillment. Choose deep work today, because your future self is waiting at the summit, ready to thank you for the climb. And remember, deep work is only the beginning. Here on Mind Sketchbook, we explore psychology, brain habits, and motivation, sketching ideas that help you design the masterpiece of your life. Your mind is your greatest canvas. Every thought, every habit, every choice is a stroke of paint. And when you choose focus, discipline, and meaning, you sketch a life worth living. So if you're ready to keep sketching your best self, subscribe to Mind Sketchbook. Join this journey of growth, and let's design a future where your potential isn't just imagined, it's realized.